Let's try again. First, I forgot to add my video to the screen, and then I forgot to add the microphone and turn on the sound. So good morning. It's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adoornments Decor. How are you guys? I hope you're having a wonderful week. It is gorgeous out here today. We're having some beautiful Kentucky weather here in November. My son went outside, and he came back in, and he said, Mom, it is so nice outside. He said, it feels like Florida, and which really it said it was 57 outside at the time he went out, but I think the sun is really warm this morning. And he said it feels like stepping outside the door in the mornings when we're in Florida on vacation. So I hope you guys are having some beautiful weather. Also, it's been a trying week. Let me just say that. And I think my glasses need cleaning. My children are back on virtual schooling, so we've had to deal with that change, and I don't do well with change in routine. I like a routine, and I had gotten really used to the kids going to school in the mornings and having time to myself, and so we've had to adjust, and I've had to force myself to get out of bed in the mornings early so that I can have some me time. Oh, goodness, my hair is getting stuck in my glasses, and because as soon as the kids get up after they've eaten breakfast, we have to start their virtual schooling stuff. And so not only am I running a business from home, but I'm helping them with their virtual schooling. And it's just, and combined with the fact that this was election week, it's been a stressful week to say the least. So, but anyways, we are still so blessed, and I'm not taking a minute of it for granted. So I'm going to stop complaining. Good morning, Gloria. Your first time joining us. Well, I'm so glad you're here. Bonnie says it's 61 in Massachusetts. Well, good. It sounds like y'all have some wonderful weather. Good morning, Diana Crut. Hello, Carrie and Jamie. Dawn says it's been forever since I've been able to catch a live. I've been so busy with my life. I haven't been able to do what I love for quite some time. Yeah, we're all going through a busy season, I think, with the holidays coming up and stuff like that. So it's very important to find time for yourself in whatever way you can. Carol says your hair is beautiful today. Thank you. I decided to straighten it, and I don't do that very often. Y'all know my hair is very naturally curly. And so every once in a while, you get tired of wearing it naturally curly and you decide to break out the straightener. Well, I was going to do that last week, and my straightener was broken. Like the part that plugs into the wall was broken in half. Like there was no way I could even plug it in if I wanted to. So I had to throw it in the garbage and order a new one. And it came in yesterday. So I was like, yes, I can finally straighten my hair. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for sprinkling the love. I appreciate that. Ooh, 72 in Arkansas. You guys are awesome. I love, by the way, how when I turn on the countdown clock, you guys come in right away. And it's like, I imagine, like virtually, you guys are all in like a lobby or a waiting area, and you're like drinking coffee and chatting with each other before I go live. And I love that you guys are like saying hello and where you're from and talking to each other. And that I never want this to only be about me and you chatting with each other. I want you guys to connect with each other, because that's why I created this, is for a community. And so welcome. I'm glad you're here. This is Friday Fab 5. I do this every Friday morning at 9:30 a.m. Central. I share 5 of my favorite things for you with you that I'm loving this week. Sometimes it's a recipe. Sometimes it's a hair product. Sometimes it's fashion or, I don't know, craft supplies. You just never know what it's going to be. And so this week I've got some interesting stuff. Corey wants to know what his nieces and nephews are doing. If you guys have heard me talk about Uncle Corey, that's Uncle Corey. He hangs out with us on the weekends. He works nights through the week, but he's been friends with me and my husband for more than half our lives. And so we have adopted him as Uncle Corey, even though technically he's not blood related, but that's okay. By this point, he has been grandfathered in. And so he considers my children his nieces and nephews, and they all call him Uncle Corey. It's pretty sweet. So glad you're here, Corey. I hope you're having a good morning. They're doing good, by the way. They have had their breakfast and they're working on their schoolwork. We're going to keep our fingers crossed that they continue to work while Mom's in here doing a live. So we'll see. I'm going to remove this off the screen, but if you have not done that yet, if you didn't get a text this morning letting you know that I was going live for Friday Fab 5, you may want to text that number to get on the notification list. You can also text me photos of your door hangers and things like that there, and I will respond, and it's lots of fun communicating with you guys through text. So I'm going to take that off the screen now so it's not distracting. But the first item on my Friday Fab 5 list. Oh, wait, Ray said, caught you while trying to make while trying a new cookie recipe. I made cookies last night too. It was the cookie recipe that I've shared on here before. They're the chewy brown sugar and oatmeal and coconut cookies. They're so good. But anyways, okay, let's get to the first Friday Fab 5 item. Oh shoot, I forgot to bring one of my items in here. I may have to save that for another Friday Fab 5 because it's like way on the other side of the house in my closet and I forgot to get it out. So, but they were the chicken ornaments that I got at Tractor Supply, and I wish I could show you photos of them, or I wish I could bring them in here, but they're like way in my closet. I don't want to have to make y'all wait like 2 minutes for me to go grab them. But I got a bunch of really cute chicken ornaments at the Tractor Supply. Who knew Tractor Supply carried such cute Christmas decor? So I originally went in there because somebody told me they had chicken wrapping paper. And so I got chicken wrapping paper because, you know, I have to. I love chickens. And then I saw a whole shelf of farmhouse and farm style Christmas ornaments. So if you love that sort of thing, please go check out what they have at Tractor Supply. I have provided a link to some that I found on Amazon that are really similar if you don't have a Tractor Supply near you. But I ended up buying a bunch of chicken ornaments and then some that looked like a windmill and like a little tin coffee can and things like that. And my plan is, I can't wait to show pictures to you guys here soon. My plan is to take a small, like 2-foot size Christmas tree and make a Christmas tree that's themed around chickens, like a chicken coop style Christmas tree. So I don't know. I'm excited. I want to see how it turns out, but I don't start decorating till after Thanksgiving. So you'll have to wait a little bit longer. Somebody said, do they have cow wrapping paper? They did have wrapping paper that had cows on it, but I think it had a lot of farm animals on it. I didn't see any that had only cows. The one I got had only chickens, and they were kind of like cartoon style chickens with scarves around their necks. So they were super cute. But anyways, if you want some chicken ornaments, I did see some on Amazon that were super cute too. There's one that I really have my eye on. It's a chicken coop ornament, and it has like little, it almost looks like little chicken wire on the back of it. And it's got 4 chickens sitting in nesting boxes. It's the cutest thing ever. So if you love chickens like I do, go check those out on Amazon or head on over to your local Tractor Supply. The next thing I wanted to tell you guys about, and I don't have a photo to go along with this one for good reason, is because so many of you guys have asked me if I have a devotional that I use when I do my Bible studies, or how do I do my Bible studies. And so I thought that today in my Friday Fab 5, I would share with you one of my favorite sermons of all time. It's called A Joy That Cannot Be Taken. And it was preached by Eric Owens at the Polishing the Pulpit conference that they have in the Great Smoky Mountains in August. And I took copious notes from that lesson. I've actually listened to it twice now already. Once I sat down and took notes, and the second time that I listened to it, I was like cooking in the kitchen and just trying to like digest everything he was saying. But it's called A Joy That Cannot Be Taken. And in a nutshell, it's about how those of us here on earth that are so blessed if we are Christians, because we have a joy that cannot be taken. Our joy is that at the end of this life, no matter what happens to us here, if we are walking in the light and doing as God has asked us to do, we have a reward waiting for us, and we get to look forward to going to heaven. And so no matter if we lose a loved one here, we have that joy of knowing that if they were walking in the light as well, we will get to see them again one day. And so if you need a really good, feel good, pick me up sermon with some really good scripture in it. And he's also kind of funny. Like I chuckle quite a bit when he's preaching. If you need a really good one, go listen to that, but be sure you can do it when you've got a quiet moment and you can write down some notes. If you need to, listen to it twice. Listen to it like in the car while you're writing, and then listen to it again while you can actually take notes. And then the way I do my Bible studying is after I've taken notes on a sermon. I don't have a devotional, okay? After I've taken notes on a sermon like that, I will sit down later, because I don't actually pull my Bible out during the sermon, believe it or not. Rarely do I ever open my Bible during the sermon, because during the sermon, I'm trying to take down as many notes as I can and write down some of the little nuggets that the preacher has said that helps me understand the scripture. And then when I actually sit down to do my Bible study, I will open my Bible, I will highlight some of my favorite verses that he mentioned, and the things that I wrote down that were the nuggets he said, I will write those down next to that scripture in my Bible. And so if you need some sort of process to follow. That's my process. And that's the process I've been using for months now. And it's really helped me connect with the sermons that I hear on a regular basis. And it's helped me apply them to my life and then transfer them to my Bible so that when I'm reading through my Bible, just leisurely, I can remember things that were said in those sermons and make connections with the scriptures. So, all right. So that is number 2. Number 3, how many of you guys listen to podcasts? Tell me, how many of you guys listen to podcasts? Somebody said, I like your curls better. You know what? I actually do too. I miss my curls. Like, I will straighten it and I'll be like, ooh, I love it for about a day. And then by tomorrow, I'll be missing my curls. So I don't feel like I'm myself without my curls. It's like when I look in the mirror, it's like I'm not seeing myself. So I totally get it. Good morning, Debbie. How are you? Somebody said, can you share the link for the devotional? The links are all in the video description. And they're also, if you're watching, you can say the word link and it will send it to you, but I can try to put them in the comments here for you real quick. If it will work. Let's see. There you go. Okay, Kathy says she does listen to podcasts. Jamie says she's never listened to one. Okay, so there is an app. If you have not ever listened to one, you may not know about it. It kind of comes with the iPhone. It's purple. See, it says podcasts. Or you can use the Spotify app. You can listen to podcasts on either one. A podcast, essentially, I like to think of it kind of like a cross between a radio show, like a talk show, or an audiobook. And it all just depends on how the podcast is delivered, right? So some of them, if it's somebody talking and just one person talking and telling you something, it's more like an audiobook. But if it's 2 people talking and it's interview style, it feels more like a radio talk show. And so I have learned so much business from listening to different podcasts, but I also listen to them just to kind of like have a little bit of like self-development. What do you call that? When you're self-improvement, when you're trying to like learn about life and how to be a better human being and how to do things. And so I will listen to them while I'm like folding laundry or driving the car or something where I'm like, just need something to listen to, because sometimes I just get tired of listening to music and I want to listen to something else. Well, I've got a great podcast for you to follow. If you've never listened to podcasts before, start with this one. It is called Living and Learning with Reba McEntire. I love Reba McEntire. How many of you guys are a fan of Reba? I am such a fan of Reba. And so Reba McEntire and her co-host, how many of you guys remember the Reba show? You remember Barbara Jean from the Reba show? Her name is Melissa Peterman. Reba and Melissa are the co-hosts of the show. And every episode, hey mom, every episode has a different theme. And so the themes are like, there was a theme about relationships and a theme about growing older. What else? Let me just pull it up and tell you. My favorite episode, though, was the one where she interviewed Dolly Parton. That was my favorite. So there's a new one every single week. There's one about parenting, one about wellness and self-care, one about dating. Oh, the one with Dolly is called Forging Your Own Path. And she interviews Dolly and asks her about how she forged her own path in life and in business. And so it's just so interesting. And of course, Melissa Peterman is a hoot. And so she ends up making the whole thing kind of funny. But yes, it is very funny listening to those two. I saw where Laura said that. I just love listening to the 2 of them talk to each other. But they always interview 1, maybe even 2 people. And so if you have never listened to a podcast, give it a try. You will love it. Reba and Melissa are awesome. And it's called Living and Learning, the Living and Learning podcast. Let me make sure that's right. Yeah, Living and Learning with Reba McEntire. And you can find that on Spotify or on the podcast app that comes with your iPhone. The next Friday Fab 5 item I wanted to tell you about is our new blog post. It is all about these ceramic Christmas trees. I painted one of these on Facebook 2 weeks ago, I think. And so some of you guys were asking for the paint colors and links to buy the Christmas tree in the shop, and you couldn't find the video after I went live with it and stuff, like, because after I do a Facebook Live, the video tends to like disappear in the feed after a while. And so it can be hard to find an old video that I've done. And so we made an entire blog post about how I painted this Christmas tree. It even has pictures behind. Thank you, Charlie. You don't have a shirt on, babe. Charlie wanted you to see the picture she drew.
It's a pig.
It's a pig?
Yeah.
I really like it. Look at, I love his little curly tail. Is he a happy pig?
Yeah.
You don't even have a shirt on. Okay, go put some clothes on, and then you can come back and say hi. Okay. That's Charlie, my daughter. She's 5 and in kindergarten and doing virtual schooling right now. I'm bouncing around the room and making my laptop jiggle. What were we talking about? So the ceramic Christmas trees. So we're working on getting blog posts for every single video that I've done, and that will make it really easy for you guys to go and quickly find like the supply list, the colors I used, and link to the video. So go check it out at southernadoornmentsdecor.com/blog. You can pin it to Pinterest so that you can find it next year. If you don't have time to paint a Christmas tree this year, you may want to paint one next year. So just be sure and pin it so that you can find it again later. Melissa said that's the cutest pig I've ever seen. Yes, she's so funny. Yes, she had. Yes, I do have naturally curly hair. I just straightened it today. So if you don't recognize me, that's why. Okay, and then the last item on my last item on my Friday Fab 5 list is this box of Posca paint pens. I've talked about Posca paint pens 1,000 times before here on Friday Fab 5 and on my page, but I wanted to show you guys this particular set. This is a good gift set. So if you know somebody artsy, or your husband or your mom or your sister's asking for what to get you for Christmas, ask for these. I have them linked in my Amazon affiliate shop. There's 15 colors in the box, and they're more non-traditional, like normally all people, hang on just a second. Normally the only thing people have is black and white, but these have all of the other colors of the rainbow. And so I used this yellow one the other day when I painted the turkey door hanger. And so I think they were like $24 or something on Amazon. So it's a great gift item. And I've had these for over a year, and I've not used them very many times, and they haven't dried out. Hang on, let me scoot back and make room. Okay. And then the next thing I wanted to tell you guys about, if you did not hear it in last week's Friday Fab 5, is the Winter Door Hanger Challenge. Today is your last chance to sign up to paint with me if you want to paint the Winter Door Hanger Challenge. It's $10. We provide you, don't get in front of me. We provide you with the printable template that you can print out on your home computer or send it to the library or to Staples or wherever. It just prints out on normal printer paper. Can you tell she likes looking at herself? What are you doing? You tape it together, and then you cut it out, and you trace it on a piece of plywood. And we tell you exactly what kind of plywood to get and all of that. And then we have a video showing how to cut it out with a jigsaw. And if you prefer, you can add on the cost of a wood blank. It's going to have the laser etching on it so that you don't have to draw any of this. You can just paint inside the lines. And then starting Monday, you will get all of that right away. And then starting Monday, you will get the first painting video where we will show you how to paint the background. And then Tuesday, we'll give you a video showing you how to paint the snowman. And then Wednesday, you'll get a video showing how to do the lettering. So we walk you through it step by step. You even get access to a private Facebook group. And you'll be able to share your photos and ask questions. And we'll be holding your hand all through the process. And then at the end of the challenge, we always invite you guys to join our membership, the Painters Clubhouse. And so if you're interested in that, you can actually sign up for Painters Clubhouse on the front end and get in right away. Or if you're not sure and you just want to give this a try first, you can choose to sign up at the end. So it's either way. Okay, somebody in the comments asked, do you have to pay for podcasts? No, they are free. There probably are some podcasts that are like part of a membership where you have to pay to have access to them, but all the ones I've ever shared with you guys are 100% free. And like almost every single one I've ever seen is free. Please stop, Charlie. They said they liked the pig picture. They thought it was the cutest little pig they've ever seen.
Well, it's like Peppa Pig, but I don't know how to draw that. It's like a Peppa Pig, but I don't know how to
Peppa Pig.
But I don't know how to draw the clothes.
Oh, well, she does look like Peppa Pig. You want to show it to them again in case some of them didn't get to see it? Will the Painters Clubhouse members have access to the Facebook group? Yes, they will. You guys have access to it. You don't have to pay for this challenge. Matter of fact, if you're a Painters Clubhouse member, you can go ahead and go over to the challenge group and ask to join, and it will automatically approve Painters Clubhouse members in. You don't have to wait to be approved. Melissa said, I put all the links in the comments earlier, and so you don't have to hunt for them. They're just in the comments. Somebody said, how do Painters Clubhouse members do this? So there are instructions inside the Facebook group or in your email if you have not gotten that. And then you can also log in to the Painters Clubhouse membership site, and you can get instant access to all the videos, including the painting videos. So
Mommy.
Clubhouse members get it all. She is such a blessing, Polly. I agree. She's also a hot mess. What are you doing?
Can I play with it?
You're pilfering. Don't peel stuff off of that.
Well, I want to paint it.
Okay. Well, it's going to be a little while till we can get the paints out. Okay. Mama's got to do some work this morning.
Oh, but please.
All right. Before you guys go, let me show you the new door hanger designs we came out with this week, because we release 5 new designs every single week. And so this is what we came up with this week, and they are half price from now till Sunday. The templates are. So here's the first one. We're planning ahead for New Year's because it'll be here for you know it, guys. And as door hanger painters, we've got to get ahead. Even though it's November, we've got to go ahead and start painting stuff for the new year. Isn't that one pretty? I love the gold on that. And then we've got this one that says Home Sweet Home with a snowflake in the middle. Think of this as a really great one to add attachments to. If you didn't want to paint that snowflake right in the middle, you could leave that part off and put attachments there instead. And then we've got this one, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. I think this would be really cute with some like 3D elements and a big fancy bow. And then last but not least, this is actually a design that I taught in the Painters Clubhouse last year, or no, not last year, at the beginning of this year in January. And so we are just now getting around to releasing this to you guys in the shop. It's the Snowbird design. It's so pretty. I just love this one, and it's so fun to paint. So, oh, I forgot to show you that image. So there's the Reba. I forgot I had that picture in here, the Reba podcast. But anyways, if you want to grab any of those designs, head to shopdoorhangers.com. They're half price till Sunday. And if you want to get all the designs every single month for one low cost, all you have to do is join the template club. We've got a link for that in there too. It is 20 templates or more a month for just $30 a month. And so you would get those templates on the first of every month. If you sign up now, you won't start your payment until December 1st, and you'll get December's bundle. So all the designs we're going to release in December, you would get them on December 1st. And so I highly encourage you guys to go and sign up for Template Club. Now, if you're a Painters Clubhouse member, you get that even cheaper for just $20 a month instead of $10 a month. So go check it out. All right, let me check the comments, see if I missed anything. Somebody said, I tried to find my template, but I can't find it to print. It's in the member, if you're talking about for the challenge, you got to log into the challenge, download the template, and print. If you can't find it on your computer, try searching for like Snow Place Like Home or something. Do you have templates for attachments? No, we don't. But any of our templates you get come with the JPEG image, okay? And so the JPEG can be resized to any size you want. And if you want to do it really easy, you could just print it out on like you're printing a photo, and you could do it like a full page photo or a 5x7 photo, and then it would, you know, come out to different sizes like that. Let's see. Do Painters Clubhouse members get blanks and join the challenge? Painters Clubhouse members can buy the blanks at 20% off through the Painters Clubhouse site. And then you don't have to, I'm kind of confused about your question. Painters Clubhouse members don't have to pay for the challenge. Hi, Bessie. I'm glad you're back. All right, guys, I've got to wrap it up because I've got a meeting with my team here in just a minute. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. I look forward to painting live with you on Tuesday. I'm not sure what I'm going to paint yet, but I'll come up with something fun and let you know. And as always, if you missed the beginning of this and you don't want to miss another one, please text me and get on the texting list so that you won't miss another Facebook Live that I do. We'll notify you every time I go live. And I'll see you soon. Y'all have a great weekend. Bye, y'all.